la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Begin by intentionally settling into a more relaxed state of being.
La diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa. Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del
Choose a
amor.
comfortable position
Soy la
and take a
diosa
few
del
moments to
amor.
just breathe.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la
God,
diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del
God,
amor. Soy
God,
la diosa del amor.
Allow yourself to breathe slowly and naturally, doing nothing else in this moment aside from concentrating on your breathing,
God,
allowing each breath to come and go,
God,
allowing each breath to calm and relax you.
God,
Diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del
God,
amor. Soy
God,
la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
Now turn your attention to your internal world,
Diosa del amor.
God,
starting with your toes, moving all the way to the top of your head.
Diosa del amor.
Use your awareness to slowly scan the inside of your whole body,
God,
noticing any sensations that might be there.
God,
La diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la
God,
diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del
God,
amor. Soy
God,
la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
Think for a moment about how you are feeling.
Soy la diosa del amor.
Notice the feeling of loneliness
Soy la
that might be
diosa del
there.
amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la
God,
diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del
God,
amor. Soy
God,
la diosa del amor.
God,
Notice any sensations that could be associated with loneliness that might be present.
Diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la
God,
diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la
God,
diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del
God,
amor.
What does the loneliness feel like?
Diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Is it a heavy feeling in your stomach?
God,
Diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la
God,
diosa del amor.
Or a feeling of emptiness or aching in the
Diosa
chest?
del
God,
amor.
God,
La diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
What does loneliness feel like to you?
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la
God,
diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del
God,
amor. Soy
God,
la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
There is no need to start dealing with the loneliness
Diosa del amor.
God,
or trying to change it in any way.
God,
Diosa del amor.
Simply experience
God,
it,
Soy la diosa
noticing what the
del amor.
direct experience of loneliness is like
Diosa del amor.
within your body.
God,
Soy la diosa del
God,
amor. Soy
God,
la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la
God,
diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del
God,
amor. Soy
God,
la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
Loneliness can be an unpleasant feeling,
Soy la
but stay with
diosa
this
del
feeling for a few moments, as if your intention is to get to know it for the first time.
God,
amor. Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la
God,
diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del
God,
amor. Soy
God,
la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
This lonely feeling you are experiencing is a signal that you have needs that are not being met right now.
God,
Your being is speaking to you through this feeling, telling you that it needs connection and presence. And so you are going to let yourself feel that connection and presence.
Soy la
God,
diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la
God,
diosa
God,
soy la diosa del
God,
amor, soy
God,
la diosa del amor,
God,
soy la diosa del amor, soy la diosa del amor,
God,
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 Imagine that the you who is listening to these words is one aspect of you,
God,
la diosa
and the you who feels lonely is another aspect of
la
you.
diosa del amor,
The aspect that is listening to these words is now going to fully connect with
God,
and be unconditionally present with the aspect of you who is lonely.
soy la diosa del amor,
God,
soy la
God,
diosa del amor,
God,
soy la diosa del
God,
amor, soy
God,
la diosa del amor,
God,
soy la diosa del amor, soy la diosa del amor,
God,
soy la diosa del amor,
Imagine the loving essence of the you who is listening spilling into and cradling the feeling of loneliness itself.
God,
soy la diosa del
God,
amor, soy
God,
la diosa del amor,
God,
soy la diosa del amor, soy la diosa del amor,
God,
Mentally repeat to yourself,
God,
I'm completely here with you now.
God,
soy la diosa del amor,
God,
soy la
God,
diosa del amor,
God,
soy la
I'm
diosa
completely
del
here
amor,
with you now.
soy
God,
la diosa del amor,
God,
soy la diosa del amor,
Now as you breathe in, collect the energy of your breath,
God,
and as you breathe out, breathe these words into the space within you that is lonely.
God,
soy la
God,
diosa del amor,
I'm completely here with you now.
God, God,
la diosa del amor,
God,
soy la diosa del amor, soy la diosa del amor,
God,
soy la diosa del amor,
God,
soy la diosa del amor,
Do this for a few minutes without my voice guiding you,
del amor,
collecting the energy of the in-breath and using it to mentally send this loving essence and message into and around the space within you that is lonely. Feel the sensation of warmth, relief, or of being filled up as you do.
God,
soy la diosa del amor,
God,
soy la
God,
diosa del amor,
God,
soy la diosa del
God,
amor,
God,
soy la diosa del amor,
God,
soy la diosa del amor, soy la diosa del amor,
God,
soy la diosa del amor,
God,
soy la diosa del amor,
God,
soy la
God,
diosa del amor,
God,
soy la diosa del
God,
amor, soy
God,
la diosa del amor,
God,
soy la diosa del amor, soy la diosa del amor,
God,
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 soy la diosa del
God,
amor, soy
God,
la diosa del amor,
God,
soy la diosa del amor, soy la diosa del amor,
God,
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 soy la diosa del
God,
amor, soy
God,
la diosa del amor,
God,
soy la diosa del amor, soy la diosa del amor,
God,
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 soy la diosa del
God,
amor, soy
God,
la diosa del amor,
God,
soy la diosa del amor, soy la diosa del amor,
God,
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 soy la
What
diosa
thoughts
del amor,
accompany the loneliness?
God,
la diosa
Perhaps you have images in your mind of ways that you want your life to be different.
soy la diosa del amor,
Perhaps you see or hear words in your mind.
del amor,
God,
soy la diosa del amor,
Perhaps you see a worst-case scenario.
soy la diosa del amor,
God,
soy la
Maybe you are
diosa
even
del
thinking specifically about being alone.
la diosa del amor,
God,
soy la
Maybe you miss someone.
Soy la diosa del amor.
What thoughts or images echo through your being in association with this loneliness?
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del
God,
amor. Soy
God,
la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
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 Soy la diosa del
God,
amor. Soy
God,
la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
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 Soy la diosa del
God,
amor. Soy
God,
la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa del amor.
Again, imagine the loving essence of the you who is listening spilling into and cradling these thoughts.
God,
Mentally repeat to them,
Diosa del amor.
I'm completely here with you now.
Soy la diosa del
God,
amor.
I'm completely here with you now.
Diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la
God,
diosa.
Now, as you breathe in,
God,
collect the energy of your breath,
God,
and as you breathe out,
Soy la
God,
diosa.
breathe these words into these painful thoughts that are echoing inside you.
God,
La diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa.
I'm completely here with you now.
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
Do this for a few minutes without my voice guiding you,
God,
collecting the energy of the in-breath and using it to mentally send this loving essence and message into and around the lonely thoughts within you.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
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 Soy la diosa del
God,
amor. Soy
God,
la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
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 Soy la diosa del
God,
amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
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 Soy la diosa del
God,
amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
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 Soy la diosa del
God,
amor. Soy
God,
la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
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 Soy la diosa del
God,
amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Allow this space of loneliness to tell you what it needs or wants.
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del
God,
amor. Soy
God,
la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
Imagine giving this want or need to the aspect of you that is lonely.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del
God,
amor. Soy
God,
la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa
When we feel lonely, we tend to feel disconnected from the world. For this reason, focus for a moment on your connections with other people. Maybe you are feeling lonely right now because you are by yourself with no one else around. Or you could be feeling lonely even with others around if you do not feel sufficiently connected to the person or people around you.
Soy la diosa del amor. 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 Soy la diosa.
Just pay attention to the way you feel about the presence or lack of connection you feel with people in your life or the people around you.
Soy la diosa del amor. 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 Soy la diosa del amor.
Now imagine that as you look out at the world, you realize that you are living your life inside of an isolated bubble. Like armor, you have worn this bubble because you were scared. Scared of getting hurt or hurting others.
Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa del amor.
What color is this bubble?
Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa del amor.
What is it made of?
Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la
Maybe you
diosa
can see through this bubble, or maybe you can't.
Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa del amor. Soy
You've
la
lived
diosa
inside of
del
it for so long, you've become used to it.
Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa
The
del
people and places and things outside of it,
Soy la diosa del amor.
you can't touch or feel or see or
Soy la
hear.
diosa del amor. Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa
This bubble is isolating you and closing you off from the world.
del amor. Soy la diosa 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 del amor.
Somewhere deep inside you, you know that you are ready to experience the world.
Soy la diosa.
You are ready to be open to other people, to feel them and hear them, and see them for who they really are. You are ready to be felt and heard and seen for who you really are.
Soy la diosa.
Somewhere deep inside of you, you know that this closedness is painful. Somewhere deep inside of you, you can feel the freedom of just letting go and exposing yourself to the world.
Soy la diosa.
No more pretending. No more isolation. No more hardness.
Soy la diosa del amor.
And no more loneliness.
Soy la diosa.
You are done being lonely.
Soy la diosa del amor. 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 Soy la
And so,
diosa del
mentally imagine taking an action
Soy la diosa del
that gets rid of this bubble that is closing you off from the world. Your action will be different based on what this bubble is made of.
Soy la diosa del amor.
For example, if your bubble is made of metal, you could potentially melt the metal.
Soy la diosa del amor.
If your bubble's made of glass, you could break the glass.
Del amor.
Dispose of this bubble in whatever way feels right to you.
Soy la diosa del amor. 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 Soy la diosa del amor.
As this bubble disappears or breaks down, sounds and smells and vivid sights flood into your awareness.
God,
You feel the
God,
living beings in your life.
God,
You feel the people in your life. Perhaps you feel the animals in your life, or the plants in your life, perhaps even the minerals.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la
God,
diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del
God,
amor. Soy
God,
la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
You breathe them in.
Soy la diosa.
You welcome them as if you were feeling them for the very first time.
La diosa del amor.
Underneath you, you can feel the presence of Earth. It is here with you in this moment.
God,
Soy la diosa.
You can feel the chair you are sitting on, or the bed you are lying on,
God,
or the floor
Soy la diosa.
rising up from underneath you to hold you and support you.
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la
God.
diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del
God,
amor. Soy
God,
la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
You can see that you are not alone.
Diosa del amor.
God,
Many things within this world are reaching for your notice, wanting your company.
Soy la diosa del
God,
amor. Soy
God,
la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
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 Soy la diosa del
God,
amor. Soy
God,
la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
Loneliness is a normal, natural feeling that we all experience.
God,
All of us grapple with loneliness
God,
at some time in our lives.
God,
But ask yourself the question,
God,
what is my feeling of loneliness asking me or pushing me to do?
Soy la diosa del
God,
amor.
God,
La diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor. Soy
Allow
la
the
diosa
answer to
del
come to you naturally and easily.
Soy la
God,
diosa
And as you go about your day
God,
and your life,
diosa del
act in accordance with the answer that you receive.
God,
diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del
God, God,
la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
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 Soy la diosa del
God,
amor.
God,
La diosa del amor.
God,
Imagine a feeling of peace, contentment,
Soy la diosa del
and
amor.
happiness as your loneliness or emptiness is being replaced.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la
God,
diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del
God,
amor. Soy
God,
la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa.
Picture this feeling as if it was a warm liquid.
God,
del amor.
Imagine that the liquid can fill your body, pouring into your chest, warm and pleasant.
God,
Soy la diosa del
God, God,
la diosa del amor.
Imagine this liquid filling your body,
Del amor.
filling up your feet, then your legs,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la
God,
rising higher to your knees
God,
Soy la
and your
diosa
hips.
del amor.
God,
Soy la
God,
diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del
God,
amor.
Feel the warmth filling the
God.
core of your body,
Del amor.
God,
up to your stomach and chest,
Diosa del amor.
all the way to your shoulders,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la
God,
pouring down to your hands
God,
and filling your arms up to your elbows, to your
God.
upper arms.
del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del
God,
Feel the warmth filling your neck
diosa del amor.
God,
and your back
La diosa del amor.
and your head.
Soy la diosa.
Feel it filling your whole body with a feeling of warmth and peace.
Del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la
God.
diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del
God,
Feel an even greater warmth beginning at the center of your stomach
God,
and radiating outward as if the sun is shining inside you. Let this feeling of warmth and peace grow, experiencing a feeling of happiness inside. Feel the warmth growing and growing until joy is radiating from you, as if your whole body is shining, glowing, radiating joy and happiness. Inside you feel full, solid, filled with contentment. Imagine any remaining feelings of emptiness being crowded out completely by the warmth inside you. When you are this content, there is no room for emptiness. Allow yourself to feel peaceful and serene, even for just a few moments. Right now, everything is as it should be. You are perfectly okay, just as you are. You feel joyful, loved, surrounded by warmth, and most especially accompanied by the world. You have so much to offer in relationships with others. Feel the happiness radiating from you and imagine this joy shining forth like the sun shining down on everyone around you. Feel a sense of connection with the world around you. You are a part of this world, part of the fabric of your community. The connections you have can expand and grow, allowing you to become even more connected with people. You are filled with confidence, contentment, secure and confident with a strong sense of self. Keep with you the feeling of contentment and peace as you reawaken your mind and body. Gradually return to full alertness. Stretch your muscles, feeling your body waking up. Take a deep, cleansing breath in. And as you breathe out, you become more awake and alert. Sit quietly for a few moments with your eyes closed, reorienting yourself to your surroundings. With your eyes closed, take a few moments to reflect back on what that loneliness inside of you was asking you or pushing you to do. Remember that as you go about your day and your life, your aim is to act in accordance with the answer that you received.
diosa del amor. Soy la 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 diosa.
Now, when you are ready, slowly let your eyes open. When you are fully awake and alert, you can return to the hours ahead, feeling confident and content. You are not alone.
Soy la diosa del amor. 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 Soy la diosa del amor.